Oh my god, it's so good.
Alright, let's channel that hate and kill these bosses. Nicely done.
I am ready, by the way. I don't know why that.
I'm not ready.
Disregard, do not pull.
Everything else is good on for all.
Nicely done.
Yep.
I am.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good here.
3, 2, 1.
I get back.
3, 2, 1. 2, 1.
Yourself, get your dog settled so he doesn't jump up into your lap during night phases.
There is a passage beyond the kennels that leads down into the castle's underpinnings. From there, we can reach the anima stores and stem the flow into the maw.
If we are to have any chance against Nathria, we must deprive him of his most prized possessions. I know the path we must take to reach them.
After all my teachings, Renethor, still you reach beyond your station. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Such disappointment.
Oh, but you taught me well enough to dispatch so many of your underlings, Master.
True, you
I've
left
been talking.
considerable
Discord
detritus in
reset,
your
so I didn't
wake.
have a keybind set.
If you're so fond of wreckage, my lumbering friend
Skip has been
here
active.
will happily oblige.
Who making this ruckus? Nobody disturb Master.
No, see that they do not.
So where do we go?
You just
Nowhere.
Sledgefoot is coming.
Same. So it's in this room, so everybody back up.
There he is.
Okay, should be simple as well. Just make sure the tanks will get in positioned right, and you have to have your partner, and then of course make sure if you get the, forget what the debuff is you want, but drop it off on the side of the room.
Don't we all stand on this side of the room first?
Tanks to the left of me, DPS to the right. Here I am. Boss is stuck in the middle.
Jack's running in place.
Jack's probably the one we just heard ding at Discord then.
Yeah, that's what I was curious about.
Give him a minute. I'm sure he just is lagging. He'll reboot his router, be back on.
That's exactly what he just texted me.
Almost like that's happened to him before.
Yeah, almost like my lag.
I was gonna say almost like it's happened to you guys before.
A handful of times.
Yeah, almost like when I go Roboto and...
Alright, sorry about that. What clue?
Ben, you have been marked. want to make sure that ranged and healers will stay lightly stacked on you. That way, especially when you're give them a rally point to be around, especially for when the partner pairs come up, etc.
And just the pools stay stacked together if all the ranged and healer are in the same spot.
So they'll drop one off over there, so they have less to go to drop one off, as well as then you can shift appropriately, and then the group will shift with you.
Sounds good.
Once you guys finish that, whatever you're doing with that cloak, and then I'll do a ready check.
I saw 2 cloaks up, and I see 2 rolls, so please correct me if I'm wrong, but then that means 1 to Sipe and 1 to Blutø.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do the ready check. Don't click it until you're done with the trading and in your spots.
Yep. Skorned had 1 too, so Weasy, it was actually 2 cloaks. But thank you.
One, and who got the other?
Sipe and Blutø.
Blutø, where you at?
Giant farm with a square on its head. So turn around. Just watched you run away from him.
Oh, my
It's like the guy you're running away from. Got it.
Who's the tank? I don't know.
Where's my sword?
Shut up.
Full timer, let's go.
There we go.
Go in service.
We're almost 10 minutes in. We should have 2 bosses down by now.
Technically,
5,
we have 6 down.
4, 3,
All right, fair
2,
point.
1.
Where?
Beware.
You are hopelessly outmatched.
Stand still.
Charge, watch out.
I just needs to get away from the pillars.
Beware.
Something literally don't even
Back.
Bear with me, Enttropy, I'm still lagging a little bit.
No problem.
Skorned's down. And I need to res a healer.
Got one.
You have a res, what's up?
You got 3 minutes on the res.
Beware. Stupid toy!
Yeah, we here.
Beware.
That's as good as I can do with the dead tank.
Stand still.
A lot of people down early, but we still came pretty close, so make sure you've understood, you've seen the mechanics and stuff again. I know we've only been here once, so just make sure you get your pairing down right. Drop the stuff on the outside.
Squish you with my
Release, if you haven't already. The respawn is literally next to this room.
Yep. Here.
You've been followed. Yeah, mind yourself.
Yeah, so we lost 4 people to the chain, so careful.
We lost a couple like at the very, very beginning, so.
Yeah, I was looking for Skorned. I didn't realize I was paired with a healer, so I was looking for my pair in the melee and didn't run back in time, so we both got executed. It's my fault.
Just hardest mechanic in here, other than just you gotta find it, and there's no forgiveness to it.
Yeah, point of note, DPS range specifically needs to hang back away from the pillars so that there's no pool dropped around it so the tanks can get through no problem. More to this side.
Yeah, follow Ben.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware. I will sever your side. Gonna flatten your bones.
Me.
Beware. Of the rocky cliffs, grant me your strength. Smash. Stupid time!
Group.
Range move into the gap more towards circle, please. And then move left as we drop pulls. More further this way, please.
Beware.
You don't want to get pushed into those either.
Back. Careful with your default habit, or if you're chained, don't do your special speed move.
Beware.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware. Stupid toy!
Pillars picking you up.
Don't grab melee. Range
Beware.
circle.
Stone harder than head. Beware.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware. Stop and toy.
Charge.
Madam.
Beware. Now fair. Beware.
Side.
Range swap on melee.
For a little while longer.
Four, three, two,
Yeah.
Got it.
one.
He died. Go ahead and release guys. You're close enough.
Damn, they're drinking.
It's on blue.
We must continue our pursuit, mortals. Fortunately, this mirror does not seem beyond repair. Be warned. Denathrius's most loyal guardians still stand between us and our quarry.
Any other rolls for those gauntlets? Go on.
Plate.
Yes. All right, goes to Blutø.
How big of an upgrade is that for you, Wolf?
Not very much.
Yeah, mine's only 3, so I was wondering if yours was higher.
No, just take them, dude. You're a tank. I'd much rather the tank have the upgrade than me.
Appreciate that.
Alright, once we step out on this platform, we're gonna get ads. So ads incoming. They'll come in waves. Stay here. We're gonna bring them out. Stay on the stay on the grid.
Taking all my strength to hold back their onslaught.
Call! Resolve! Must be blinded by misplaced loyalty! Nathrius is struck will destroy Revendren!
You are a disgrace to our kind, Druid! You will not serve, then you will fall! Stoneborn! Strike down these usurpers!
Fire atomic.
Hit for 30k.
Ouch.
Yeah. That's what I do for chain pull. I don't like that. That's my damn fault. But I was enjoying doing 5k DPS.
Bastard, you beat
Yeah, you
at
almost beat
4.9.
I'll beat all but 2 of you.
Way to go, Weasy.
Alright, do we need any special markers for this one, technically?
I have many wares.
So people know what it looks like.
Yes. I almost always put up the heroic markers just because it's...
Go ahead and put them where you want to appear.
I can do that.
Are we just swapping out every crystal? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we'll just swap on the crystal. So basically, as soon as you see crystallize up, if you've got it, just run to it automatically, and the opposite tank just pop off it. Just make sure we grab them.
Okay.
Should be easy enough. I have no fear of you or I having 2 ads at once in this one, so in the situation that happens, don't be too scared about it. If you run out of cooldowns and crap like that, need a flop, just ask for it. Okay, but I got a feeling you and I are gonna be fine here. Pyrrha, since you threw out the markers, you mind doing a 2-second explanation of which marker? Never mind. Thank you. Now, I've had a couple comments that some people have only done this one once or twice. Does Pyrrha's very shorthand explanation make sense to everybody? Does anybody have any questions? Does anybody want a slightly longer explanation? I think most of us have watched this, so feel free to speak up one way or the other.
Do you guys mind just giving me a quick 2-minute?
Just go ahead and do it, please.
Alright, fair enough. I'm gonna do the poor man's version of this for shits and grins. This fight on normal and mostly on heroic is basically 2 different bosses and occasionally adds. The 2 bosses switch. Their mechanics are really only relevant to the tanks. The ad phase changes stuff. What you're gonna need to care about as general DPS is 2 big mechanics. One is occasionally somebody's getting marked, and it's the eruption thing. You need to take it to the side. It has the purple marker on it. That's where Pyrrha put it. That's where you need to be. That's where he's jumping up and down right now. That's gonna happen. Somebody.
Phases 2 and 3.
Yeah, thank you for that. And I believe in normal it happens 3 times total, and in cycles, right? Or is it 4?
I believe there's only ever 3. It's 3. There's only ever 3 or 4 pools up at one time. I believe it's 3.
Okay. I know it goes higher in Mythic, but I think you're right for normal and heroic. So the point that we're getting to there is you have to go over and drop a pool. It's an eruption pool. Later on in the fight, there will be multiple pools. They will erupt. The way you prevent them from erupting and damaging the whole raid is one person stands in each pool. That makes one person take a little bit of damage instead of the raid taking big damage. It's a very obvious indicator when they're going off. They like rumble and look like an earthquake and all sorts of crap like that. If you see one doing that and there is not a person in it, I don't give a fuck what you're doing, go get in it. Somebody has to get in those things. Again,
Don't be in 2 unless you have an immunity. It will kill you.
correct. So if we have a Venn diagram and they overlap each other, you do not want to be in 2 unless you can immunity them. If you can immunity them, feel free to take 2, but 2 will kill you. 1 won't. So the natural explanation of that is there's only going to be 1 in the beginning, and only 1 person has to soak them. Then there's going to be 2, and 2 people have to soak them. Then there's going to be 3 people have to soak them, etc. There's never more than like 4 of them, like we said, though. So that is a mechanic. It happens in Phase 2 and Phase 3. So, other than that, the major mechanic that's worth explaining is this guy behind us, over where the mount is spinning around in a circle right now. This guy, right here. There will be a phase when we have adds. Killing the adds will drop orbs. The orbs are energy. Bring the energy to the boss. Like to this guy over here, to Prince Renathal. Bring it to him. Other than that, there is a mechanic that you don't need to be concerned about in normal, but I'm going to tell you what it is. The boss will occasionally pick targets and throw blades at them. The blades will bounce between targets. In heroic, every person in between you gets hit. In normal, it doesn't matter. It is good practice that if you get hit, or get targeted rather, those are the 2 markers that Pyrrha has on the left side of the map where he's running around right now. Circle and star. So, those are really the simple ones. Worry about the eruption. No, actually I lied, I missed 2 other ones.
Crystallized. The other big one is crystallized. The blades will give you a bleed. Every now and then, crystallize will be cast on someone. It will create an initial targeting circle. That person needs to come to square. Anyone who has a bleed needs to get in the initial circle. After the initial circle, a meteor will come down from the sky, and everyone needs to get in that circle because it splits damage.
Yeah, that's an important one. I knew I was missing something. So that to say that again, 1 person gets targeted, he will have 2 circles around him in sequence. Get in the first one if you have a bleed. Get in the second one, period. So, that's the basic explanations of the 5 markers on the ground. Any questions?
I do have one. What happens if you get in the bleed circle without having a bleed on you?
You just you get stunned and you take damage for no reason.
Yep. Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
It's not going to kill you, but it just adds pressure to healers that
Yep.
like to avoid.
Yeah, good question, but that's why you don't want to be in the first one unless you need to. So that it helps people remember what's going to happen with that. What happens is you get turned into a crystal, and it stuns you and stops you from bleeding because you're a crystal, and then the rock falls from the sky and breaks you out of the crystal. The rock falling from the sky does less damage based on the number of people in it. So that's why we're soaking the rock from the sky and not soaking the crystal.
Yep. Gotcha.
For the record, for any paladins that are out there, Wolf like yourself, Pyrrha like yourself, the damn thing is a bleed. Bop works, bubble works, immunities typically work. Some other racials work.
Kyrian potions, all that good stuff.
Yep, the Kyrian does.
Exactly. So, the thing that we're telling you guys to get into the crystallize for is a bleed. If you can counter a bleed, feel free to do so. You will only have a bleed if you are targeted by the blades. So, whole fight top to bottom, 2 seconds. Stand on the skull and fight shit. Stand on the square if you got crystallize. If you get the little blades things, you should go to the circle and the star, but technically it only matters in heroic. The only other mechanic is eruption, and you take that to purple on the right. During the ad phase.
Which boss is first?
It starts with the chick on the right. Both of the mechanics, realistically, you'll get a feel for it as we do it. Both of the mechanics basically happen throughout the fight, so just watch for the ones that we've just gone over, and you've got the whole fight.
Other questions? Let's go.
Alright, I've got a green, so here we go. Bolt timer's out. Titanium's going to be your first tank.
5,
last passing
4,
comment. If you
3,
see ads, they're top
2,
priority to kill.
1.
Your rebellion ends here!
Traitors must die!
When do we hero?
Soak.
Get cover! My soldiers will strike from the sky! Champions! I will clear
Boss
the
is not
skies!
taking damage, focus on ads, and grab the wall and make it fall.
Bring me their enemy, heroes.
2,
2. You cannot run!
Ignore the ads, and ignore the boss right now.
Blutø, you've actually got to know where Predator is.
Probably got it from the big ad.
The reason I can tell that it drawn orbs and the orbs sky mode the red circle. And that's crystallized. Crystallized should be on the square.
CD1.
Shield yourselves!
Go.
You cannot escape my wrath!
Be broken! Tremble in
4,
my
3,
shadow!
Draven! You are right.
My blade will find you!
Check your
4,
position. It's
3,
a little bit
2,
better.
1.
Okay, that's the rush. Eruption goes. Looks like it's not
beware.
Change out a little bit. But he sees what happens.
4,
Yeah.
3, 2,
No mistake!
4, 3, 2, 1. 2, 1.
Beware.
The other ones, that is now middle. Bad placement, but it'll be okay.
Keep moving, watch your feet.
Break across my skin!
Process of
Champions!
head
I
comes
will
down.
clear the
4,
skies!
3, 2, 1.
I need more anima!
4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Collision. It's down. those orbs in.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Falling from the sky and
Drag you into the ground!
Brace yourself! There is no stone that cannot be shattered!
Tear you asunder! Will smite you! The death take you!
4, 3,
Yep, it's going. So switch with me.
Watch your feet.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Drag you into the ground!
Feet.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Neutralize
4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1.
I will break you!
Potions out.
Watching.
Forgot about the mechanic.
To see our loyalty
job.
twisted by the one we once served.
The Stoneborn were not the only ones manipulated and deceived, my friend. I dare say even the Arbiter herself has been made a pawn. The time has come to dethrone our former master. What we do next, we do for the sake of all the Shadowlands.
I would agree. Well done.
More loyalists. We must drive them back, my
I
prince.
tried to explain this last time. If people don't know what to do, you should just go watch a video.
You are the key to victory, mortal.
How about this? Has anyone not seen the video and understand the mechanics of this fight?
If you haven't seen it, say not ready.
These
will be
mortals
worse.
have persevered through
We will
every
go
obstacle put
immediately.
before them. It seems we have little choice left but to
Shield
well, I've seen it
Mcfooz,
in practice, but-
5 minutes. Okay, let's do a 10-minute break now, and we've got at least a couple of people who haven't. Go watch the video quickly. So let's do a quick break in. We're 3 bosses in. Let's, we'll come back in 10.
to pave the path for
Even
our
if you're not sure,
ascension.
go watch it.
Yeah, I was gonna
If you have
say,
any questions,
I've been here before. I'm going to.
Please, Master! It's been so long since I cut into living flesh! Let me skewer them, slice them, slash them, vivisect them, cut ribbons from their...
Pace yourself, Rimonia. Rushing one's work is so unflattering. I shall assist our guests with their atonement. Once they have repented, I will permit you to rend their bodies and send their souls screaming into the maw.
That should work. Oh, this is a weird comp.
Can we get a summoning stone monster? Appreciate it, buddy.
Yep.
Is Scadwick the only one that needed a summon? Alright.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Titanium, apparently that random battlegrounds not giving conquest was a temporary thing, or maybe that was just a daily thing, because they give conquest now.
They do have a daily first.
Yeah, but I think it was yesterday their daily first was like a box of like arm that could contain gear instead of conquest.
You.
So we thought they had gotten rid of the conquest.
Alright, we're back up here with you guys.
Oh, you weren't even there and I was talking to you. They apparently that thing yesterday where the daily battlegrounds weren't giving conquest is either temporary or now they give conquest again for their first win. So we don't have to do arena.
Yeah, but that's no problem. Alright. So, do we need to do any type of explanation? Did you guys already do one? What do we need to do?
Set up the groups, which tank, and then let's get ready to go.
So,
well, we'll probably explain how the groups are split up.
Looks like you already did it, didn't you?
We split up the groups, so we didn't tell anyone.
Okay. I'm assuming it's evens and odds.
Yeah, so everyone in group 1 and 3, he's gonna class Cleansing Pain. If you're in groups 1 and 3, you're getting hit by the 1st and 3rd and 5th with Titanium. So, cross, so you want to stand in front of the boss. And then for those ones, if you're in groups 2 and 4, you'll get hit by the 2nd, 4th, and 6th Cleansing Pains. You'll be standing with Blutø. So they're going to tank the boss over by the wall. When you need to stand in front of the boss when it is your group's turn.
So I'm going to make one slight amendment to that. Go ahead and get in your corners. So we'll go stand in yours real fast. I'm gonna stand in mine. Group 1 and 3. So I'm just gonna call you Group 1. Group 1 on Titanium. Group 2 on Blutø. Get in the damn corner. Like, in the corner. Stand on each other, stack in the fucking corner.
It really happens too fast to call it out, so this is personal responsibility to get in the right one. When by the time we get him to 70%, you need to have at maximum 2 stacks.
Yeah, which means don't miss getting cleaved. The way we're gonna tank this guy is, so where Titanium is right now, Group 1, I'm gonna take him over here, and he's gonna start over here. So if you're in Group 1, just stand in the fucking corner, and I will make sure you get hit. If you're melee, and you're in Group 2 with Blutø, come over and attack the boss. When Blutø takes the boss, he's gonna take him back to his corner, and go get in your corner. Does anybody have any questions on that?
You say go get back in your corner. The boss will still be.
Boss can move.
We can still hit him from here, though, right?
I mean, he's kind of a small.
You'll move off. So
yeah, you're gonna.
So the folks. So Group 1, when Blutø's doing it, we will move slightly over and do the damage for it. One of the reasons why they're having them stack up like this is you have to be right in front of the boss, and it's actually, unlike so many other abilities, it's a pretty narrow cone in front of the boss. So that's why we're having them very specific to where you need to be, because if you're off to the side or not stacked up well, you will miss getting the cleave, which removes one of the bleeds.
Yeah, so not to be a dick right now, but like everybody in Group 2 that just spread out, so, you know, Ben, Glock, Crystal, none of those guys would be getting hit right now. So there's a reason I'm saying it's ass to ass to ass to ass in the fucking corner.
Ass in ass.
It's a big deal, because you are gonna miss it and you are gonna die. Now, just to keep that comment up for 1 second, we're gonna have to move twice. The tanks are gonna put him back in corners like this. Get to your corners. So basically what you need to be watching is this works well for anybody that has target on my target visible. When the boss is on me, Titanium, if you are in Group 1, you need to be stacked on top of me. Now, I'm going to put him in a corner every single time. So you can predict that I'm going to put him in a corner, so you don't have to stack on me while I'm moving him. You basically need to get in my corner. Same thing with Blutø. When he's got him, if you're in his group, be in the fucking corner.
I think everything else we can call out as it goes, so let's just get some pulls in.
Yep. And for the very first one, so Titanium's going to get back there quickly. The boss does it almost instantaneously after he gets into position. So start at Groups 1 and 3 stacked right here right away. Don't move off. Don't try and sneak any extra damage or you'll miss.
Yep. It is okay to be in front of him, because you want to get hit by the cleave, and it's okay to be in front of him. I don't care about any of the be behind him and do more damage crap. Alright.
Also, ads are priority, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's top priority. Good call.
Ready, check and pull, please.
Alright. Like I said, Titanium's got him first, and I'm going to pull him right back to this corner.
5,
Do you want me to taunt
4,
after the
3,
throwback?
2, 1.
Your son will be your downfall.
3, 2, 1.
Just do it after he
Confess your sins, lest they cost. Cost you everything.
2, 1.
Confess your sins, lest they consume.
Four, 3,
tank's gonna
master
go on him, he's gonna
debts
hit
you
you.
cannot pay.
2, 1.
Confess your sin.
Now we just need a timer.
Memoriam, exterminate.
Win. 3, 2, 1.
Cleanses the soul. Your rebellion
I think
is
we're
at
gonna
an
put the fucking ways, too.
Yeah, I'm gonna release, nobody else release. Take the res for when it comes up. I just want to make sure that this res is close. It is not fucking close. Do not release.
Yeah, it's because of the skip.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of, but I wanted to check.
Skirt the edge of the room.
Get out of this room. Do not be in the middle. The boss spawns.
Yeah, hug the wall.
Okay, where did we have our challenges there? Was it because we're seeing it for the first time, or what?
There's a feeding time that he does where everybody's going to get, well, not everybody, but certain people are going to get that arrow and that circle around them, and that needs to be taken out and away from everybody.
Yeah, somebody dropped it on me in the last one.
Yeah, maybe we didn't mention that or is clear on it, but yeah, 3 people are going to get this, and you're going to need to, of course, get that out of the group. It hits hard enough for the one person that's on, much less if you get anybody else.
It also heals the boss.
The sands will consume everything.
Unintended consequence too. So, granted, I need Nûggz, you to tell me on this one, but it looked like heals were a little lighter, having some challenges with it. So my first thought would be to maybe have Jack go, but
let's try one more time. We just need to be a little bit heavier on our healer CDs. So Skorned definitely call out, and it seems to be right when right after he does the clay thing, that's when we want to do it.
Sorry, you phased out there for a second, right when he was doing his feeding thing?
Cleave.
Knock back there.
I think it's the cleansing.
So the cleansing plane does a bunch of damage, the ads do pulsing damage, and then the blood rites does AoE damage.
Yeah, so there's a lot of damage going out. We just
Greetings,
have to be a little bit more proactive on our CDs during this phase.
I'm gonna see if maybe Jack can I go anyway. I'm curious the way we've got our comp is we're actually a little bit high on DPS anyway. Not that I'm gonna say that very often, but I think Jack, maybe if you could go, it'll get us through that, because the first phase is to me the hardest one, especially for the damage, because the whole raid's getting smashed as well as some high ones.
Yeah, give me a second.
I don't want the heals we have now, no disrespect, I think you can get us through this phase 1, but I also don't want you tapped out when it starts to get intense in phases 2 and 3.
Alright, I'm ready.
Alright, before we do the ready check for this one, did anybody else have any other comments, questions, concerns? Did all of those mechanics make sense to everybody? Okay, I'm gonna make one minor change in the tanking. Blutø, for the sake of the raid, I do want us to actually taunt right after the cleave. That way, technically, the group has more time to position. You good with that?
No, I hit you, leaving.
I mean, actually, you should taunt right after the ads are dead, so we can continue cleaving.
Yeah,
because they don't move.
That's a fair point. I'm taking that piece for granted because I'm used to them deleting. Yeah. So let's make that adjustment. So everybody to your corners. Blutø, you good doing the switch basically as soon as the last ad dies?
Or the bulk of them are mostly dead.
Blutø.
Can you all not hear me? Hang on.
Nope.
Really low.
Yeah, you were quiet there for a second.
Fine with it.
I'll turn you up a little bit. Try now.
I am fine with it.
Okay. I can hear you that time.
What's wrong with my Discord?
You just sounded far away. It's weird. Anyways. Yeah, that too. Yep. Speak now or forever hold your peace, guys.
Did it switch my input? Hold on.
Alright, I'm gonna give Blutø a second here. Blutø, we can hear you clearly at this point, so I think
Okay.
we're okay.
Alright, let's go.
Type. You got a pulse? You good? Breathing? Connected? Router?
Is there microwave on?
Yeah, microwave.
Priest buff,
Port,
priest buff.
Port.
5, 4,
Corner, guys.
3, 2, 1.
He jumps.
3, 2, 1.
Confess your sins, lest they curse.
Your
vanity will cost you everything.
2, 1.
Confess your sins,
Exactly,
lest
guys.
they curse. Exterminate this vermin. Confess your sins, lest they curse. Cannot be challenged. Your vanity will cost you everything.
2, 1.
Confess your sins, lest they curse. Exterminate this vermin. Pain cleanses the soul. Your vanity will cost you everything.
2, 1.
Pain cleanses the soul. Rid my castle of these pests.
Have a res.
Your rebellion is at an end.
I do not hear anybody with a res.
Release. Long run back. Let's make sure we try and get a stone up, please. Weasy, can I ask you to target one of the healers each time, please?
Oh, it's getting bigger. How you all doing?
Thank you.
There's a chance we're missing the tanks because of the way we're doing the placements, so...
If you could maybe back up just a little so that we can... We're all stacked so close it's hard to even see where the front of the boss is, especially if it's minor off because we're right, everything's right on the wall.
Yeah, that's a fair comment. So, Blutø, what you and I can do is the cone is narrow but long, and melee, the boss's hitbox is big enough. So, Blutø, you and I can both actually be, I don't know, 3-4 yards out from the corner in a straight line, a little triangle, giving everybody basically a butt's length between us and them. So we can make that. Everybody's still going to have to be in the corner, and you're still going to have to be stacked. You're just going to want to be basically right behind the tank. Can we get a distance res on Blutø just to be safe? Please. Oh, yep, he's got it. Alright, get your food bills, get your stuff. I'm going to do a ready check here in about 5 seconds. Basically,
Getting my real life food buff, so.
No breaks, no slowdowns.
I thought you said real wife. I was like, that's weird.
That's what I heard too. I was like, okay.
Who's I saw not ready? You good? Who's you out there?
He's on the stairs.
Can you hear me? I'm stuck in some sort of like swirly red portal thing.
Try to reload.
Come out and do just do a simple closet.
Just gotta double confirm the soul stone's gone up. Terrible.
I have it.
That's what you should do. Alright, last ready check, then we're going. Actually, I'm going to do one more thing. So everybody get in the corner. Blutø, you and I are going to show people where we're going to be standing. So get in your corner if you're in a corner. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. So Blutø, mirror where I am. So basically, if everybody sees the squares that we're in, like little tiny squares, the squares don't work perfectly, so we're not always going to be in the square, but basically the width of a square is the distance the tank from the corner is going to be. That's how much room you have.
Let's give it a shot. It's still super hard to see, but let's give it a shot.
Yeah, I don't think we can do much more than that. It's just gonna bitch. Mcfooz, I saw no, they're not ready. You good?
I'm gonna reload, man. My screen's all back. Go ahead and do a pull without me.
We're not going to do a pull without you unless we kick you from the group because he's got more health when you're here. So yeah, go ahead and do your reload now.
Just tell us when you're done.
So let me confirm. So after we do the 2 stacks and we only have 2 stacks, we do not have to get cleansed again, correct?
Correct, comma. There should only really ever be a total of 4 hits going out, which means there should only be 2 cleanses per group. If we get more than that, we're getting phased. Or you got it too many cleanses. So I know we said it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like smacks, and it's, you know, you're either in group 1 and you're getting hit on the odds, or you're group 2 and you're getting hit on the evens. There should only be 4 smacks, which means it's 1 and 3 and 2 and 4.
So he needs to be going down faster.
Much. There is a very hard enrage, and we hit it. He needs to get to 70% health before he moves us 3 times.
Okay, so what if on that 3rd one we don't stack, because then we'll be wasting, like, if nobody gets cleansed, then we won't get the ads out. And then we can spend that time DPSing the boss.
Then you don't have time. It's got to go this way. If you have less stacks than 2, you die in the intermission phase.
More stacks.
More, not less, more.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, more.
More is just, less stacks is just overkill, because you only need 2 to live.
Yeah. If you have 3, then you can't get to the middle fast enough.
Correct.
So you gotta get it twice.
Mcfooz said he's good.
Okay. Assuming, and I'm going to say if we get to this next phase, it's going to put it in and we have to run to the center. Call it out. I need Shield and Jack to be ready because we may need grips for anybody who has 3 or more because they can be gripped in once you get to the center.
Okay.
Ready, check, and pull. Let's go.
Jack.
Oh, my bad. I thought I clicked it.
Alright, big coming. In your corner.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Pain cleanses the soul. Your humans amassed a debt you cannot pay. 3, 2, 1. Pain cleanses the soul.
CD1.
Exterminate this vermin. Pain cleanses the soul. Cannot be challenged. Your vanity will cost you everything. 2, 1. Pain cleanses the soul. Exterminate this.
Splatter them across your walls.
3, 2. Confess your sins, lest they consume. Your humans amassed a debt you cannot pay. 2, 1. Confess your sins, lest they consume. It is time.
That's his says.
Crawl to me on your knees. Surrender, and I will grant you a merciful end.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, everybody go to the north.
It's worn out. Mcfooz didn't make it.
Servants, remove this refuse from my sight.
Ranged on platform outside.
Scream for me!
Still ranged on the outside platform, other side.
Scream for me! Perish together!
Yep. Not that close to the edge, please. You yeeted me off.
through the portal.
I will cut you down.
Ranged on platforms outside.
Over that bracket page.
Memoria, massacre these whelps. Scream for me. Shadows consume.
Back.
I cut you down.
If we have a battle rise, I would just
Memoria carve screams from their flesh. Feast upon these meddlers! I will cut you down! Shadows consume you!
Portal and then go east.
I will cut you down! Shadows consume you!
You won't.
Well, don't release.
Your rebellion is at an end.
Or just live. That works too.
Beautiful. Pop this back up, guys.
Scorned, where are you?
I hit release by accident.
Got it. You think you can give us a stone, please?
Yeah, so tanks, if you could just keep them
Yeah, I know.
not on the edge.
It wasn't intentional that time. We tank swapped and I was on that edge and he did it again.
Because my body went, later.
Okay, yep, nice. Topic covered. Food buff. Get ready. Let's do again.
Quick question to the healers. How was y'all's mana that time?
Mana was good.
I didn't run out until the bottom part.
Keep in mind, phase 3 gets harder. That was phase 2.
Just let me know when you need, because I have Symbol of Hope. I can give mana back too. Just let me know when. I was at 70% on the little bottom phase before we died.
Okay.
Blutø, you get that res?
Shows him off Discord. I gotta pee.
It says that he's out of range. I'm wondering if he got stuck down there or something.
He's offline.
Oh, he got disconnected maybe.
I'm back. Blue don't make it back.
Negatory.
Not yet.
Yeah, so for anybody that wasn't tracking on the phase 2, it's north-south, east-west. Spectacles, testicles, wallet, watch.
Is there like a Brahms or something you could point me towards?
Like a what?
Like a Brahms or a Hardee's or a McDonald's.
It's the platform is the one that he's furthest down when we
I'm
get
kidding.
down there.
I'm kidding.
I know what a Hardy. What is a Brahms? Is that
I have
something
no
Midwest
fucking
thing?
idea what.
In other words, like, you don't know what a Brahms is? It's an ice cream shop.
What?
Is that like their?
That's
Yeah.
like some hillbilly Midwestern thing.
You can buy like a bag of burgers. You get 5 burgers for like $5. It's freaking amazing.
It just sounds like
How do you spell that?
In other words, Lewis and Clark, maybe we need some like different directions other than north, south, east, west.
Yeah.
It was really
Can't
more.
believe you know what a Brahms is.
Brahms, Braum.
They don't have them here either. But then you guys don't have In and Out, so.
Country, and I have never heard of a Brahms.
Wow.
Brahms has like amazing
restaurants,
ice cream,
They
and
do.
yeah, amazing ice cream. They got pretty damn good burgers too.
They're okay. Their breakfast is really good, and their chicken's really good.
Never had their breakfast.
That sounds like some hillbilly Midwestern bullshit.
Oh, their headquarters is in Oklahoma, so you're not far off.
Okay, together. It's hillbilly or it's Midwestern. They are not the same. Sorry.
He's got a point.
No, it's just massive degradation because
We're not going to do that.
I'm on the edge of Virginia. I know what hillbilly is. I know what true hillbilly is. So that's shitty hillbilly.
Our mascot here in Rogers is a mountain man.
I was gonna say, if you're not from Arkansas, you're not hillbilly.
You been to West Virginia?
Have you seen Virginia?
Well, and to be fair, most of ours are just meth heads, so
If you're-
it's a little different.
So you have been to West Virginia?
Hell yeah, I live in Virginia, so I know all about both of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say that literally the meth highway of the fucking country is the intersection of 77 and 81.
I was gonna say something mean, but I'm not going to.
I'll say
West
meth
Virginia.
capitals north of us, like 20 minutes in Missouri.
West
Hey,
Virginia's
now.
go back with hillbillies. They fuck their own cousins.
That just sounds like a Saturday.
Hey Jack. But she's pretty.
And she's got 4
You know what
feet.
they call a girl from Kentucky that can outrun her brothers?
Don't do it.
Oh god,
Married?
Yeah, what?
A virgin.
Said don't.
Damn it, Wolf. Damn it.
10-minute mute. Do it, Jack.
That's what happens when you go down to the tank.
Welcome back, Pluto.
Pluto, I see.
You missed.
You didn't miss
You
much.
missed probably
You
some
missed
really
much.
good
Glock
stuff.
is going. I have to edit that from the stream.
We are streaming.
Oh shit, sorry.
Yep.
I'm
Said
not.
don't.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Alright, can we get another?
We interrupt this programming.
Do a 100 yard res. We should be able to get Pluto with that. Actually, I think it's like right fucking next to
Yeah.
us somewhere.
Alright,
Do a res
have it going out.
Sorry, I forgot we were streaming.
Alright, Pluto res incoming. Alright, Pluto, have not heard you in Discord yet. You live?
Yeah, seeing you lighting up but not hearing you, man.
He's very low.
Shoot,
Yeah,
private.
actually, I think I just heard him. Pluto, you there, Sparky?
Yep.
Alright. Everything good? Somebody use a microwave?
No, it was power flicker.
Nice.
West Virginia.
Mountain Mama.
Alright, get in your corners.
Ready to go?
Alright. Spot, things up, pull timers out. Stay in your corner.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your pride will be your downfall.
3, 2, 1.
Beware cleanses the soul. Your humans amassed a debt you cannot pay.
CD1.
Pain cleanses the soul.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Memoria, exterminate this vermin. Cleanses the soul.
Flop it. Skorned.
Cannot be challenged. Your humans amassed a debt you cannot pay.
2, 1.
Pain cleanses the soul.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Memoria, exterminate this vermin. Confess your sins, lest they curse. Your vanity will cost you everything. 2, 1. Confess your sins, lest they curse. It is time. Crawl to me on your knees. Surrender, and I will grant you a merciful end.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Past the bombs and left, second right.
Servants, remove this
Ranged on ads outside. Left first.
Scream for me!
Damage done to the sword is copied to the It's like hunting.
Shadows consume you! I will cut you down. The warrior carves screams from their flesh. For me. You will perish together. Devoted apostles, handle this filth. I will cut you down.
Ranged on outside.
Massacre! Warrior, carve screens from their flesh. Come on, feast upon these meddlers. Scream for me. Shadows consume you.
Should be on the east side.
Scream for me! Perish together! Memoria, massacre these whelps! Scream for me!
Ads up. You need to kill those
I
ads
show
fast as well.
restraint. Very well. You shall have it.
Careful of that knockback, hero. If they have an excess of VRs, I would get it.
I took it here because we had 2 stacks. It's a knockback.
Seconds.
4, 3, 2,
There's no frontal blow other than the knockback, so it is okay to be in front of the boss if that makes your placement better. Get those out, guys. Now you can see.
Nice kill, everybody. Congrats. Yay!
advice, anybody that just got that quest, their first sire kill, do not turn it in. It gives you over 1,000 anima. If you wait until Tuesday and then turn it in, you will gain 1,000 anima immediately. Seriously, congrats, guys.
Yep. Oh, Weasy. There you go. I want that trinket.
Are we doing a group pick?
Yeah, do that. And looks like Fourim and Pyrrha.
Yep, sorry.
Whoever else left.
You said picture as I clicked the button.
Remember to stack in close. That way we can zoom in a little bit.
Front row set.
Can we just put like a marking down so we know which way to face? Or are we just facing towards the sun?
These towards.
Everyone good?
Everybody in front, sit down.
Blutø, turn around.
I'll take the picture line.
I'm not breaking the camera.
Blutø, what are you doing?
Fucking staring.
All of a sudden, you at.
I think all of my group.
Alright, here we go. Congratulations, you're all reported.
Alright, we're good.
Get up.
I need somebody to send me that picture because I definitely hit page in instead of print screen.
Oh, damn.
Chat.
I'll post mine in Discord here in a second.
Alright. Yeah, if K has a second, but if you want to break him to mythics, I'm down.
Say it doesn't have an 8 or a 9 at least completed. That's 216 gear out of the vault that you're not getting. So we really need to prioritize making sure you get at least one key of that level done each week.
Yeah, I'm up for doing one.
Yep. Before we do that, so Jack, you want to talk about what we're doing going forward?
Yeah. Thursdays we are gonna leave for Mythic Nights to gear up. Friday or Saturdays we will be doing normal right entropy.
Yep.
And this just basically because we hit a wall with gear. We are not progressing in heroic. I think we all need to be about 205 or higher on gear score. I think that's what we all came to a conclusion on. We will be, well, not we. Enttropy will be picking people to try to get into heroic, and then we're going to bring people in slowly. And as we bring them in, we'll gear them up, but we can't have the whole guild go because we are super undergeared at the moment.
To be fair, and Jack, I just wanted one or two things. So, agree with everything you said. We've got some gear. We also have some mechanics and performance challenges that we're going to have to improve before we can bring folks in. So, again, always want to keep encouraging. We need to spend more time helping out with keys. I know we've got one or two push teams that, of course, will still do their thing, but at the same time, we're also going to see with the dedicated night here on Thursday, where we split up some of that stuff, share the knowledge, also some of the DPS tanks or heals, so that we can actually get some others to share the knowledge on some of those keys, maybe pass the patterns, all that fun stuff, interrupt all that good things that you can better complete the keys, and we'll take it from there. Then there will be, don't be surprised if when we approach and or you ask to get into any of the heroic raids that we're going to try and put together with smaller groups. You will have to qualify and show competence to the officers, specifically the raid leads, Ben and myself. Do that in keys and other things to see where your DPS is at, where your healing throughput is, etc., etc.
Remember.
Comments or questions?
Nope, that all sounds fair.
Again, we hope this is for a relatively short period of time, because we just we're seeing continuous improvement even over the last weeks, especially on the DPS side. As Jack said, start with, we think it's gear. So we get a little bit more gear. It's made super important. Again, completing an 8 key once a week gives you already higher gear out of your vault than you get out of the heroic raid. At 213, you get a 216 piece. You know, a couple of those in the right places, a lucky weapon drop, good trinket, etc., starts to make a really big difference. I'd like to see probably 2 or 3 groups get at least 1 key done here in bed.
How do you want to do it, Enttropy? Do you want to... Y'all gonna do your push group, or do you want to, like, split up?
Let me double check real quick. Hang on 1 second.
What I would ask tonight, is there anybody here that does not want to run?
I will not fool. Your mind is already broken.
Because we still got an hour to do shit, and running some mythics would give you really good gear on your HS. So
insidious designs forged into weapons.
Yeah, tonight's a very good night for people to get gear.
yeah, we can run 2 really good keys off of this.
Yeah, good for a key or 2.
The secret that the first one sought to hide. Yes.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know, I'm also gonna be here.